The rain beats heavy on the window pane tonight, washing out the final remnants of the fading light. I sit alone within the shadow of a hollow room, surrender to the heavy silence and the growing gloom. The clock upon the mantelpiece is ticking slow and clear, a mocking counting of the moments that you are not here. I trace the outlines of the dust upon the empty shelf, and wonder how a soul can be so foreign to itself. The air is cold and carries whispers of the words we said before the fire in our hearts was numbered with the dead. I find a photograph of us beneath a stack of books and look into the happy strangers that we used to look. We smile as if the world belonged to nobody but us, before our golden kingdom crumbled into ash and dust. And now the paper's turning yellow at the fragile edge, a broken promise that we left upon a window ledge. The hallway stretches out before me like a lonely road, a path of memories that carry such a heavy load. Your coat is gone, but I can see the hook where it would hang, and hear the phantom echo of the melody you sang. It was a simple tune about a love that never dies, but now it feels like nothing more than beautifully spun lies. I walk into the kitchen where we used to share our mornings. We miss the subtle signs and ignore the quiet warnings. The coffee pot is cold and dark upon the counter space, a stark reminder of the absence of your smiling face. I pour a cup for one and watch the steam begin to rise, and see the reflection of the sorrow in my tired eyes. The floorboards creak beneath my feet as if they feel the pain of knowing that your footsteps won't be heard in here again. I remember how the autumn leaves began to fall and break, the very day you looked at me and said you had to take a different path because our lives were pulling us apart. And every word you spoke was like an arrow to my heart. You didn't cry, you didn't scream, you only looked away, as if you couldn't find another single thing to say. The suitcase by the front door was a monster in the dark, a silent testament that we had lost our sacred spark. I stood frozen as you reached out for the metal key, the final link that bound your daily universe to me. You laid it down upon the table with a trembling hand, attractive ending that I didn't want to understand. And then the door swung open to the howling winter wind, and that was where our long and beautiful story had to end. The streets outside are empty as I stare into the night. The street lamps cast a sickly shade of yellow flickering light. I see a couple walking close beneath a single shroud. They laugh together softly, though the thunder rumbles loud. I used to be a part of that, I used to feel that glow, but that was in a lifetime that was very long ago. Now I am just a ghost who watches from the upper floor, a casualty of love who doesn't matter anymore. The cars go splashing through the puddles on the pavement black, and none of them are ever going to bring my baby back. They hurry to their destinations where a fire burns, while I am trapped within a wheel that never stops or turns. A carousel of grief that spins around inside my head, fueled by the ghost of every single word you ever said. I go into the bedroom where the sheets are straight and neat, no longer tangled by the warmth of our colliding feet. The pillows smell of lavender, but not the scent of you. The fragrance of the past is something I cannot renew. I lay my head down on the side